Hope you guys don't mind sketching with me a little bit today. Hey guys, and welcome back. So today's video is not a big extravagant art piece or anything like that because I haven't had time to make anything like that at all lately. Um, Having a puppy is keeping me quite busy along with a big project that my family and I are working on. It's Yeah, it's quite time consuming, but it's definitely going to be worth it once we're done. But yeah, so I haven't had much time to actually draw or make any big pieces lately. So I I still feel the need to draw every once in a while, and for some reason I suddenly felt the urge to draw Spider-Man. I don't know what came over me. I've never drawn Spider-Man before in my life. I just I don't know. I just wanted to draw Spidey, and since I was drawing Spidey, I ended up drawing some Deadpool too, because, I love Deadpool. Um, and I have to say, I was having so much fun doing this. It's really, Spider-Man and Deadpool, they're two characters that are pretty much always in motion. They're always doing something, so it's really, really good practice, both when it comes to figure drawing and gesture drawing, and just it's great practice for getting more movement into my drawings, and a better flow in my poses. So this was just something I really truly enjoyed playing around with. And that's when I got the idea that I should record this because I don't have anything else to show you guys. Plus, um, I rarely include the sketching process in my whenever I upload a big artwork, like a big finished portrait illustrations thingy, whatever, or manga drawing or whatever I'm doing. Um, and I'm very, very slow at sketching, so so yeah, I don't really include it much because it takes a lot of time and it would just make the videos incredibly long. And and I think that is a little bit of a pity because sketching is such an important part of drawing. I mean, if your sketch is wrong, then you can't, like, the sketch is the foundation of your artworks. So I think sketching is probably my favorite part of art, really. I love playing around with sketches. I love seeing other people sketch. So it's kind of sad that I don't normally include it. And so I thought that since I don't have time to make big pieces right now, um, I would do these little sketchbook videos where I'm simply working. Plus, it would get me working in my sketchbook. I've had this sketchbook for, oh God, I think I've had it for all of 2018, and I haven't really used it much. I basically haven't used it only for days when I have had horrible art days where my mojo just hasn't been working. That's when I've used the sketchbook. So for now, it looks awful. So it felt really good to put some sketches in here that I actually like, and um, and that, I mean, sketchbooks are not meant to be polished works or anything like that, but it still feels good to have sketches in your sketchbook that you don't hate, or at least I enjoy having sketches in my sketchbooks that I don't feel bad about looking at. And I really, really love these sketches so much. They were so much fun to do. Um, and I did look up some references, of course. I used some references from Instagram. I searched, oh, what's it called? Parkour, I think, where people are jumping around in the streets, climbing buildings and stuff like that. So I used some of those poses. I also used poses from the Deadpool movie, and I searched for Spidey poses, and some of them I kind of tweaked, and some of it I came up with on my own. And even though I have a reference, I still play around with the pose. I still like to push it a bit more, especially with these two characters since they're both quite flexible. So it's fun to bend them a little extra and to create more force and motion behind their movements. So if that makes sense, I don't know if I'm making sense. I hope I am. But yeah, it was um it was great fun to draw, that's for sure. I was also using some poses from like dance from I know inspiration comes from weird places. But going on to YouTube and looking for like hip hop dance videos and stuff like that, you can get some pretty good movements there that actually works as a fighting stance or a web slinging pose as well. And um, yeah, it's the so yeah, I use a lot of different areas for inspiration, and the post that I'm working on right now is probably my favorite. I love that one of Deadpool. It's so good with the swords and everything. Um, and I gotta say, in the beginning of this video, I should have probably warmed up before I started recording, but I didn't. So I had some difficulty with the first couple of sketches. Um, and it shows because I'm not warmed up. I'm kind of stiff. But the more I draw, the more loose I become, and the easier it is for me to get more interesting poses that actually work. And oh my God, I had so much trouble deciding how to draw Deadpool's suit because there are a lot of great versions of Deadpool's suit. I like the movie version. The top half of his suit in the movie is really nice, but I am not too big of a fan of the bottom half of the suit in the movie because it's too red. There's no breakup of that color. That's a little sad. So I went into some of the comic books where there are, where he has black pants. And yeah, I really like that. So I kind of mix the two. I keep the strap for the katanas, and yeah. Uh, just kind of mixing it up a little. Um, and yeah, I was pretty happy with that design. So that's the one I'm sticking to. So just in case you guys don't recognize the way that Deadpool's suit is drawn, it's because it's kind of a concoction of a couple different suits. So that's why. Yeah, that's my artistic freedom, right? That's what that is. I hope I got all those straps and all the pouches in there. I'm not sure. It's so hard to keep track on. I did realize on one of the drawings that I forgot to draw the katanas on his back, which I feel ashamed, or rather, not the katanas, but the holsters, the sheath for the katanas are missing on that pose. So, um, yeah, that's bad. Bad me. But I hope you guys will forgive me for that. Anyway, in the end, I kind of go in and I start, well, this is not completely the end. I actually decide to draw a couple more poses, but it was really satisfying, however, that once I was done with the poses, going in and filling in with color, just a gray for Deadpool's black parts, really, with the pencil, and then using a red brush pen to fill in the suits was really, really nice. I really love doing the feet and the hands with the brush pen because it's so expressive. I love how the brush pen works. I really, really, really love that thing so much. And I gotta say, I can't stop. Now that I've started drawing these guys, I can't stop. I want to draw more. I want to keep drawing, and I want to work with my brush pen, and might like I enjoy playing around with it. Um, it's so much fun to see the look. Like when I'm sketching out, I don't sketch the hands very specifically or the feet. I just fill that in with the brush pen at the very end because it just works. For some reason it just works, even though it should be scary to just go in with the with a brush marker just like that because I can't erase it. But um I don't know, it works, so I'm happy with it. um so that was really a satisfying part about this, and especially afterwards flipping through the pages and looking at what I made. I'm so proud. um and yeah, I really, really hope that you guys don't mind these kinds of videos. I thought it would be fun to share some sketching with you guys. I don't know if you care for it. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know that as well. But I just don't really have time to make anything else right now. So if you want videos, this is what you're gonna get. Um, and oh yeah, I actually was wondering, what if you guys had to pick a favorite version of Spider-Man and of Deadpool, which versions are your favorites? Because I know the new MCU Spider-Man is very popular. I'm not a huge fan, I have to admit. It's just not really my thing. I like Spider-Man when he comes into his powers on his own, where he doesn't have the Avengers to help him. But that's just me. That's just, and I have to admit, drawing the classic Spider-Man suit is just so satisfying. I really love that suit. Um, but maybe I'm just set in my old ways, who knows? But I am curious to know what's your favorite version of Spider-Man? And I mean, that doesn't mean you can't like several versions of Spider-Man, because I certainly do, and it's the same with Deadpool. There are a lot of different versions of the guy, and there are many of them that are really, really awesome, so you don't have to pick one favorite. Oh, and what's your favorite Spidey suit? I'm actually curious about that. There's apparently something going on right now with people designing their own Spidey suits, and I have to admit, I'm kind of playing around with it too, just because I can. But yeah, what's your favorite Spidey suit? And have you made one of your own design? Because if so, I would love to see it. It'd be so cool. So feel free to share that with me. And I hope you don't mind me sharing my opinions here. This is just, yeah, I can't help it. I just speak my mind the way it is. And classic Spidey is just, yeah, I love classic Spidey. Though the Miles Morales suit is really cool. I love the black and red. I mean, if I had to design my own Spidey suit, I'd probably go for black and red too. So, yeah, I just, gotta be careful I don't make it look like Deadpool. Anyway, that is pretty much it for today. I know it's a pretty long video. Once again, I hope you guys don't mind. Oh, that's a suit that I'm playing around with. And these are the sketches you didn't get to see me draw, but they're there, and I'm really happy with them. And anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!